Most of the grass around the buildings and in the orchard was hand-sized. That was done by hand size. But my father had oxen and he had a machine, so out in the fields that was cut with the machine and oxen. But there was a hand size used all around the buildings. There was no lawn mowers when I was a child. The grass was allowed to grow until it was probably the first week or the second week in July. And then it was mowed by hand and it was dried and put in the barn for hay. I had no brothers, I had 5 sisters.
And were they all involved in the haymaking?
Oh yes, at different times. There was an age range of 18 years, so I mean the one was growing up almost before the last one was born. Yeah. But we all worked. Well, hand sizing, they used to like the grass wet because it cut better. So the hand sizing was done, could be done early in the morning, yes. And I remember mowing with the oxen and the mowing machine. They used to do that in the morning when the dew was still on the grass. But then after it dried, and this would be around after dinner, we would all take hand rakes and we would turn the grass. Where the sward laid, we'd just pick it up and turn it. And it would dry then and overnight. And the next day, we had a raker, which was, we put the oxen in the raker, and it was raked. And if it was a good drying day, it probably was fit to put in the barn later that afternoon.
That was about the period, I think, taken about when you were out there.
That was taken in the garden lots.
That's where that was?
I remember them oxen. Yeah. What's there, 2 women with rakes?
Yes, and there's a man in the load.
I love them oxen. Look at the fine horns they got.
I think the weather, it was the worst thing that could happen. If the weather was agreeable, haying was not a bad job because you could go right along. Everything went smoothly.
Yeah, I remember forking hay on the wagon like that and a lot of it. And I was mowing up there one day, I guess I was about 14 years old, mowing with another man inside. We mowed all day, 8 hours, 9 hours. And I remember I went to wet my sides and I stood on a lump and fell off. I come down and split my thumb right down through there. See that lump, Bunnykin? I just pulled up my handkerchief and wrapped that up tight and kept right on mowing. We were tough boys those days, boy. I'm just taking the road now. Hard work.
My father never owned a tractor.
No.
No, and neither did Perry's. They never ever owned a tractor.
A Jersey and Hereford Cross made a good ox. A real good ox, tough. You could work them to beat hell. Or a Shorthorn, Durham, was a good ox, but the Holstein was a real good ox. And so was the Hereford. We always had the Herefords on. So you got to keep them about 5 years so they can grow out. Then they fill out. The Holstein's the fast grower. And they get big, they're big frames. But they make good ox.
Years ago, we had some grocery trucks that come on the road.
Yes.
2 that I remember so well. The one was from Mahone Bay and the other was from Blockhouse. Yeah. And they would come once a week.
Yeah, they was loaded. Only half as big as that. Big box only that, you could walk right in.
Big box on with shelves on the sides.
Meat.
And there was a little ladder you could go right in?
Yes, yes. You could walk right in the truck.
They had everything you wanted. Meat, puddings and sausage or anything.
Yeah. And that went on for years, and it was really valued because there was, like, people that had no cars. Well, you had to walk and carry your groceries home unless you had, like, the oxen or horse and wagon and went shopping.
This brings back very, very many memories to me, talking about this stuff.
Yes.
I'm just thinking here. I went to Blackwood's one day with a pair of steers with a load of pulpwood. Nearly all back there in Blackwood's to buy pulpwood and put it down on the railroad siding. And when I got up there, the pavement was bare.
The what?
The pavement was right bare. No snow. So I said to myself, I ain't getting across there. I can't drag that load across there, my little cattle. And I
You
looked,
missed sleds.
yeah, bobsleds. I looked down the road, and here I seen a fella come slopping along with a pair of oxen. It was Jimmy Hunt from down Oakland. And I stopped him. I said, I want you to give me a pull here. I want to get across that pavement. Like a more load, I said, the steers can handle it. Yeah, he'd do it. He said, you got a chain? Yeah, I said, I got two. So I had put a chain around the tongue right up close by my yoke. He put his oxen ahead. And they went ahead and squeezed a little bit. I said, your oxen ain't hauling. They're only squeezing. He said, what? I said, they're only squeezing. He said, what you going to do about it? I said, turn around, look the other way, down towards the post office. See if I can't get the squeeze out of them. And I gave each of them a rap with the whip, and Mr. Steve talked with something getting in gear. They drug that load across, me and the oxen. He said, you woke them up. I said, that's the way you've got to keep them on their toes.
So you were selling this wood?
Yeah.
And was that?
You know what I brought home for that load of wood? 2 big bags of feed. 1 bag of feed for the barn and a bag of wriggle flour, 100-pound bags they had that time. I was a big field man. Followed that old pair of oxen to go with a load of wood. I wouldn't have called the devil my uncle that time. Those were good days.